Good morning. Object first. Let's do a flow chart. No, let's do some stickies. Stickies! Okay. Now I want to type it. Excuse me. So, let me get everything else started. Today, y'all, is just like, ooh, it's eye-opening. It's not, but it is. Because it's like, did I dodge a bullet or did the bullet go straight through me? And it went through me and I dodged a few too. So let's talk about that today. This is still a relationship show. I'll spend my life with you. I never knew such a day would come. I never knew such a love was inside of one. And I never knew that my life could feel so precious and good. I know it's real. If I could just see you every morning when I open my eyes. If I could just feel your heartbeat close to mine. I'll say how much I love you to the end of all time. Can I just spend my life with you? Can I just spend my life with you? Okay, y'all, so this is a relationship show. And today we're going to talk about, only thing we talk about today really is the acts of service. Action speaks louder than words. So this is one of the love languages. So this is like a 5-day show because it's 5 love languages. So we'll talking about those in a second. So acts of service, like I said, actions speak louder than words. That's what I was doing. So I was trying to plan it for the show. And then, of course, somebody's trying to be nosy and put some type of something on me. And I just was like, what am I doing? And so I just kept going. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Because it's actually not me. Like, I know what I want to do. And it's like, it just stops. Your brain just stops. Okay, so Pinterest and acts of service. I keep getting that eye roll situation where I'm not controlling my eyes. So it's like, it's feeling my eyes rolling. So this is something that just kind of prompted me to kind of do some stuff. But I want to show y'all. I don't. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to even start recording anything on Pinterest again. I mean, on Instagram again and trying to put it up because somebody will try to stop it. If it's the truth, it'll be stopped. It'll be like, no, you can't talk about this today. We're going to steal this topic for our show. Or we're going to make a meme out of it after you say something about it. We don't want you to talk about this, even though you can hear our voices and all the rhetoric we're speaking. So, anyway, I can do it from here. I don't have to do it from there. I keep my speaker on a charge. I keep my speaker on a charger so I can work harder. I'm trying to learn how to rap. I'm trying to learn how to rap. I'm gonna learn how to rap today. Okay, so Instagram. Can I just spend my life? This is why I don't like people messing with my Instagram, because before I could just like check Instagram out for like an hour, when I give myself like a time limit, like for the day, and then I could find different topics. But now it's like so much stuff is just like, but it used to piss me off then too, because it'd be like people would just give out false information. I just kept writing all these people, and then I was like, oh my God, they're the black channels. It's like, what in the hell? Is this the 70s? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this the redo? Like, we have to have correct information. So that's it. And everybody was selling sea moss. So then I fell for the sea moss trend. It's like, this is psyllium husk from the sea. Like, all this shit finna do is make me shit. Let's see. Can I just spend my life with you? Zoe be getting down, baby. Get it, Zoe. Get it, Zoe. Get it, Zoe. Get it. Okay. Oh, yeah. Shouts out to Miss Demeanor for getting a doctorate degree. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I said, thank you, live. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. It's like, y'all, they be trying to get in, honey. And it's usually somebody with a speech impediment, because it's like, that's not, oh my God, this shit had me hollering today. If this guy's like, he tries pumpkin spice latte for the first time. Y'all, I'm sorry, my son loves pumpkin, and it's just, I did not make pumpkin flavoring synonymous, or pumpkin pie synonymous with white people. Pumpkin pie came about as a flavor to me when Bernie Mac said the great line, pussy tastes like pumpkin pie. You see what I'm saying? So he's out here in the land and he's doing this when he should really be like walking with a black woman and just looking at her and tell her, baby, you taste like pumpkin pie. You know what I'm saying? You got to smell the sugar on her. You understand what I'm saying? Pumpkin pie need a little bit of brown sugar. Pumpkin pie need a little bit of brown sugar. So, yeah, it's like, it's just, but it is hilarious. So, he said he tried that for the first time. So, Mr. Mina got this stuff. So, before I get into the thoughts of Meghan Markle, so when they started trying to fuck with me this morning, I just like, no, I'm gonna make a note of everything that just happened. So anyway, before I get into Meghan Markle, I'm gonna talk about Sanaa Lathan, and is it Angela? That's what I was looking up too. I was looking up and is that Run DMC's daughter? Angela Run look how we gotta search for the shit. Angela Simmons. So listen to what this is, y'all. It's almost like when I was young, I tell the story on my Shakedi Ed channel. I think I don't tell it on this channel. I don't know. Or maybe I tell it on Black Unicorns, Washington Avenue series. So when I was young, I found out that I was a queen. And I found out as a queen that if people were evil, I would be able to see their faces. Well, I would read the story. It was like so sweet, the apple of contentment. And he was like, that's all you ever need to know, is that you'll go through a hard time You'll get married and everything will be okay. Because then you have your husband to protect you. So I was also told to not marry a man in East St. Louis, which that probably would have been the best thing for me to do. Because now that I'm older, now that I have these powers or whatever the fuck they are, now that I'm closer to nature, I just think it's like, okay, it's evolution. That's what he taught me too. It's just evolution, and you're just closer to nature and life than you think you are. So I can feel people's feelings. I can, like yesterday when I was crying, and somebody else had to be crying like that too. Like sometimes it'd be like, I don't have my own feelings. I'm not a sociopath or anything. It could be like I could be with you and like maybe you were really happy about something. Like I'm serious, I will be able to know that you were really happy about it. I can feel it myself. If you were really sad about it, I can probably feel whatever it is you feel. That's why it's important that I don't always get these people passed through my timeline because I know how they are. Like it's not something that I always try to like stick with the positive, but it's like really easy. Nia Long, she was caught on the red carpet. And the reason why is because I was looking at a little guy on TikTok, and that was his outfit. That was the outfit I was waiting for. He had on this boa top with the pants because he went out. He had put on all his makeup. So Nia Long actually put the same outfit on. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So it's like for them to continuously think that they have to be me. For somebody to find me and want me to write a letter about somebody getting my life in 10 years and all this different stuff, and they continue to take my life before it was for the 10 years, that's kind of messed up. So then I look at people that should have been my friends by now. So now Lathan would have probably been a friend of mine. You understand what I'm saying? Because um, it's like we, it's a, it's just, it's private. Life is private, and it's like you want to share that with a good friend. Um, I would think that Angela Simmons and her sister would be my friends. I would think Paris Hilton would be my friend by now. And it's like y'all wanted to cut that off because you couldn't believe who I was or who knew me or whatever or who I helped. They didn't really know me. They didn't know they knew me. They didn't know that I was the person in the room that was making decisions. So it's just like I'm a little girl, but I'm really the person that's making the decisions. At the end of the day, they have to know what it was to be made by me. And so I know that's just like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I was still a child. I was still a child. I still grew up in the house, and I still was there when they beat me, and I was still there when they punished me and all this different stuff. But outside of the house, I had to make decisions. Outside of the house, I had people that I could talk to make other stuff come true. Outside the house, I could ask somebody to give you a job. Outside the house, because I can tap into people's feelings, I could just know what they are. And so, like, I scroll through the timeline, and the reason why I get upset is because I can actually take on their emotions, and it's not something that I always want to do. That's why I don't tap into people. That's why I'm not like a person that's like, oh my God. I try to tap in a way where it's just not even um where it's not even something that I could just where I can feel them. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It's like I try to keep myself like hands off. Um, because some people will use that against me too. So some people it'll be like because they evil, and they know they evil, they'll try to, oh yeah, she's this type of person, so that the other person won't listen to me. And it's like you don't have to do that because I'm not going to go and tell anybody anything unless you hurt them. Like unless a person is hurt, I don't care how fucking evil you are. I'm not going to go tell them anything. But the problem is, and that's why I have to, that's why they say in the face of evil, do nothing. Because they are going to tell on themselves again. If I pick up this power, you understand, this is the thing, this is why I'm teaching you about your own routine. If every day I pick up this power wash spray and spray this counter and wipe it off, tomorrow I'm going to pick up this and spray this counter and wipe it off. That's how a criminal is. So today I'm going to get up and spray this phone and make it go and kill it. Then I'm gonna come here and spray the computer and kill it. Then I'm gonna come here. You see what I'm saying? Every day they gonna find a way to get in and try to infiltrate or try to do the same shit to get something that's not theirs. That's a thief. If every day I'm sitting here planning and watching somebody and I'm like, this is how I'm going to murder them, that's a murderer. And that's why they have to go to jail. And so when it came to Hollywood, because the United States wanted to be, and this is why I'm telling y'all, it's more than us that need reparations, because it's an entire community of people right now that are crazy because of this. Because the United States wanted to have a place where it was just perfect. When we did TV, they wanted it to be perfect. Absolutely perfect. White, crisp, and perfect. That's what they saw. I locked this door. So if somebody wanted this to be perfect, right? They set it up for it to be that way. Like they wanted to look like they were the land of good and plenty, the land of opportunity. And my family wasn't here yet, I don't think. I don't think they were here yet. I don't know. So what's happened is it's like it was a lot of abuse to get you there. So every day I come and I spray this counter and I wipe it off. I spray this counter and wipe it off. Well, I'm not wiping it the way you want me to, because that's not what they did on television. You understand what I'm saying? Like if I'm in Mexico, I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna spray the tile and wipe the counter off. I'm gonna spray the tile and wipe the counter off. Because in Mexico, if they came here and did it differently, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's almost like they were making us into the like army. You understand? Like everybody was gonna be the same. And that's why they would just put that shit on TV like it was so perfect and good. But all this little shit be going on behind the scenes, abuse, neglect. You understand? It was like alcoholism, all these different things. That's why you have Alcoholics Anonymous. And the whole time, this is done by white people since the ACE study. That's why they do the ACE study on white people, because this was a situation for white people. The ACE study tells you that white people have to be paid too, just like black people do. It was abusive. That's when people come into like, okay, well, this is an American issue. On the blacks, we just as American as everybody else. That's when people just can't understand it. We can't discern what's going on, but now you can. It was the baby boomers. That's why the ACE studies are done, because they were the people that were placed in abusive environments. It was not always abusive in the black community. It did not get abusive until they learned how to switch it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Now that's where it gets scary, because that's about the time that I started doing whatever I was trying to do, right? That's when they started talking to me and my grandfather, whatever, right? So that's when they learned how to flip everything. That's when companies started getting up and leaving, because now they got this, that, and the other. So, and what they took was from East St. Louis, Illinois. They took it from our city. They took their good work, their personalities, because at Eastside, they learn a trade while they in school. Like you actually learn a trade in school. You learn how to do plumbing, electricity. I'm talking about my mama taught us all this stuff. How to fix a car tire, everything. And so, and your family, if you didn't learn that at school, your family would teach you. You see what I'm saying? My mother knew that from my great grandfather, from her father. And so it's like, this is some real shit. Like, this is not something I'm joking about. So when I gave my family a gift, and Beyonce was just not a part of anything, that was like I knew I had other kids that I could play with, but I never played with any black children. Like I said, I only played with white wealthy children. Or if I went on a trip, that's who would be there waiting for me. So it's like, and they wanted to write me and keep in touch and all this different stuff too. But as I got older, I turned 12 years old. It's like 11 when I go on my first trip to Kojic. When I first went on my first trip to Kojic, I just like, that was it. Like I was with black people. And I'm talking about good people too. So I never wanted to give another opportunity away, because it's something that I wanted to do. The writing job was hell for me. The executive job was held for me. And so they knew that. The people that I talked on the phone with actually knew that. What year was Ellen canceled? And the only reason that it was different for me, Rashida, and Tracy is because, and Chutney, and she got other kids too. But the only reason it was different is because I use both sides of my brain. And so dancing and singing was everything I do. I could sit down and like, oh, I could find, like, it'll be like I just get him. When they found out that man was dumb, the one that would come and just tell us all these different stories. When this man would come and tell us all these different fucking stories, see how they fuck with Ellen? It's like, not the Ellen show, not Ellen. It was her first cancellation. You're of Ellen's TV sitcom cancellation. So what was I? Where was I at? No, 1998. So see, that was 2 years after college. What was it? Okay, let's see. So I wasn't living there. I was sitting there watching it, and I just got pissed that happened. I wasn't watching TV anyway then, but yeah, that was the reason why I stopped watching it, and because of the color purple. But it's like, where was I going? See, I forgot. That was it. I was making a good point, and I stopped myself. But that's it. It's like the reason why I was different is because I could sit down and actually comprehend what was going on when people would be saying something to me. I got a quick comprehension. And so when it came to the Bible and stuff, it's like I got a better comprehension than you do because I'm not looking at the Bible in the same way, in the same light. Because I was looking at this story on Instagram yesterday. And I was just like telling the girl, like, no, that's the scam. The white girl is the scam. Like, you listening to the white girl and you haven't actually played with the app. So she put it out there again on a black channel that's giving information to black people about Afterpay. Like, don't use it because it just gets out of hand. You mean like a credit card? A credit card gets out of hand. Afterpay doesn't get out of hand because Afterpay's limit is $200. So you have $200 to spend. That's not a lot to get. You know what I'm saying? Like $200 in clothing. Like you shop at Walmart, yeah, you probably get a few items. But again, that's only like some skirts and something. And you see, this just came up. So anyway, you get skirts and all this different stuff, shirts, whatever. But for real, $200 worth of clothing ain't shit. For real, paying for this stuff for anthropology, that really ain't gonna be shit. Not on Afterpay. $200 is nothing to pay back. Where the problem comes in is when a person is saying this and you putting it out there like that's the real idea of what's going on. It's like, no, chick. No, chick, the white girl is the scam. You gonna believe the white girl before you believe anybody else. And that's like, why would you do that to yourself? And sometimes that's how HBCU people fall prey to different stuff too. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all, you have to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Before you start to get that imposter syndrome going through your body. That's what I'm trying to do. Make y'all check yourself before you wreck yourself, because everything's not black and everything's not white. Everything is about thought. And this is what I was trying to tell the people at Confluence Academy. Like, y'all sitting here trying to tell me all these sayings. Like, I hate this shit. The alphas, they do this shit like they from the South too. Like, they'll be in there, you stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And they the main people falling. You already fell when you got your ass beat to be an alpha. Or at this school, she be like, you can't work hard, you got to work smarter. We need more rigor. And you ask them what the fuck it is, they don't know what they talking about. They just sitting there explaining nothing into the earth. And so it's like, that's why you have to listen to people for comprehension. You can't just be like, oh, he is blue, so therefore he knows everything. Oh my God, he is black, so therefore he teaches me a lot. You cannot live your life like that. Like, you actually can listen to some people, and if they black, they don't always know everything. You could very well be sitting in a cesspool of ignorance because you keep basing all your knowledge on the fact that somebody is black. That's why I say look at the critical race theory, look up the philosopher's philosophy for yourself, and start to think for yourself. Start to feel for yourself. Start to focus on yourself. Because if not, you will think that somebody has to hand something to you every time because you've taken something that somebody's already handed to you. And you think that that is the way of life, and it's not. So that's why somebody might be like, oh, but she was really educated. Yes, because I'm a queen. And I can use both sides of my brain. If I didn't have, if I would have known how to not do what they were telling me to do, I would have probably been like, okay, no, we need to, I would have, it's not forcing, but my mother was going to marry a man that lived in New York. So that's how I would have been able to get to Sesame Street. She was going to marry a man that lived in New York. When she wasn't going to marry him, then the dreams of Sesame Street are over. Because then she married somebody that was her. So it's like, okay, what do I do? I just keep going to school. Then I start traveling to see my dad. All this different stuff. So it is different for me, and it could be different for Sanaa too. I think Sanaa might have like more of a director's mind than what we think. And so, and that's not my business, and I'm not putting it out there because I think she's a very private person too. So it's like, because of how our families are. And it's like, and Rashida is private too. Tracy is private too. And because you were able to find out who I was, you took that privacy away from me, and it's wrong. Not only that, you then therefore wanted me to go back like I was young and give you my opportunities. And that's not something that you guys need to have. Just because you can't think like I can doesn't mean I have to give you something. Just because you can't take a test or think your way through anything, I did not grow up in any type of privileged situation. I didn't put myself in it. I actually bestow power upon other people before I bestow it onto myself. So for people to constantly want to come and be greedy and fuck with me about it, use a motherfucking lie. That's why Nia Long, I don't give a fuck, bitch. Who the fuck you think you are? The only reason that somebody would have made you think that you were me is because of the character you played on Friday. Because, bitch, that's me. Debo wouldn't have made it to the corner. That's my cousin Nikki. You understand what I'm saying? If Nikki would have had to come outside and beat his ass, she gonna beat his ass just because he down there trying to fuck with somebody. We had a bully. He was white. Nikki beat his ass, and that motherfucker moved away. That's me and my family. Because we the heroes. So for you to bitch think that you could step anywhere and be me, but they done made you into the little frail ass white boy. And I'm not trying to put him down either. You didn't copy the little white boy. That showed me a lot. So when you sat there, I'm thinking Sanaa's looking at you like, bitch, you would have did that shit to me. You sent her smiling in my fucking face, and you would have did that shit to me. Y'all act like we don't go to school, like we don't know a motherfucking thing. And we know our craft well. Angela Simmons and her sister started a company called Ice Cream with the Shoes, didn't they? Their father was a rapper. The only reason that they would have the business mind that they do is because of DNA. They not going to use the same skills as he does. It's just that they have an idea that they can dream big. And it's not even dreaming big. They have an idea that they can go out of the box of being told they were black and they can't do something. Excuse me. I have been in regular schools. I don't go to private schools. I've been in public school. I've sat and just watched people tell people they can't do something because of where they came from. Nah, because you going to tear that up. Nah, because you going to do this. Not believing that they black mama in the projects would have bought them a computer. Or not believing that they black mama in the projects had a sewing machine. Not believe, you see what I'm saying? Because this stuff actually opens them up to life. And that's how the education was at Cahokia too. Like we have home economics where we learn how to cook. We have sewing classes. We didn't have plumbing and all this stuff but we had wood shop. We know how to work tools. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's like y'all thinking just because I had the opportunity to be well educated that now I have to give this to somebody else. When in any circumstance, even me being Jewish would have had me more educated than most of y'all. I spend my days and my nights in the library. I love reading and research. It has nothing to do with anything else. So it's like the fact that y'all actually took this shit from me, upset because I was smarter and better than most people that they had on paper. You was a motherfucking lie. Bitch, I would have beat your ass on the red carpet. I'm talking about you stood there in an outfit that I was like liking from somebody on fucking TikTok. Like you just came from an Ari Lennox video. All that shit is a piece of fucking material. They on here trying to talk about how much that shit costs. These bitches got y'all out here looking bad. I was in a middle class, supposedly middle class neighborhood. That was when it was in the 50s and the 60s. Because the places because in Cahokia, the neighborhoods were set up like that because of World War II, and they were coming back from the war. They were building new houses in different neighborhoods and properties and different things like that. So that's what we kind of moved into. So some of this shit, y'all, they got the history written down and they actually putting that back out there like it's some good shit. It's like y'all not thinking, I'm going to modernize myself. I'm going to think for myself. I'm going to do for myself. That's what it means to be independent. Do you know what that means? She got her own, bitch. That's about me too. She got her own, bitch. You understand what I'm saying? That's why now I'm going to calmly cuss your ass out because the shit is stupid, bitch. You and what's this bitch? Who the other bitch, man? I'm serious. Who this other bitch, y'all? Let her. Oh, Gabrielle Union. You and Gabrielle Union, whoever the fuck trying to put y'all out there like that. Y'all gotta have y'all own motherfucking mind. This bitch got a whole fucking husband. You got a whole fucking family. This bitch out here, she don't want to have a child because she don't want it to come out of her pussy. Because that's what one of my friends supposedly told her. She didn't want the child to come out of her pussy because she didn't think her pussy was going to be good no more. That's what I told the girl, right? I was like, my pussy too little. And that shit on there because Cardi and I already told y'all that shit for real, that her son told her pussy up. Like my mama. Bitch, no the fuck you didn't. No, you did. You think you was gonna take something else from me? You gonna take mama away from me or something? That's what the fuck you wanna do? You wanna get in Terry McMillan face? I'm talking about you sat there in her fucking face, bitch. Probably in a dress that somebody else probably wanted to pick out for me. You sat there in that fucking dress with that damn smile on your face like you was the shit or something. Then you gonna come on that fucking red carpet and wear that TikTok ass outfit. Bitch, ain't you the one with the fucking money? Ain't you the one with the fucking good house and everything? I'm in the shelter hole. Every fucking time, y'all, they go somewhere and they want to be me. Bitch, I'm in a shelter. Why y'all can't be me in this motherfucking shelter hole? I'm talking about you actually sat there in her fucking face in a dress that was probably picked out for me and smiled your biggest fucking smile. Knowing the whole goddamn time you would kill it if you had the chance to. Talking about you in the Luma fucking naughty. Next, Rashida and Tracy, I love you. Y'all they gave Rashida the part at the black show with Kenya Barris because they didn't want them to know that they was stealing from me in my car. Those are my god sisters. Tracy got some opportunities because of some ideas that I've had too. But that was something that I told them when I was young. Beyonce, same thing, and that's something I told them when I was young. That does not mean that now as I grow up, if I want to design this shit right here, bitch, I don't need Gabrielle Union, Nia Long, or no other motherfucker designing it for me, bitch. I done worked my whole motherfucking life in a fucking library looking at recipes and different shit. Use the shit, bitch. Fuck the nigga for the bottle, bitch. The nigga then gave me some more advice, bitch. Bitch, let me tell y'all bitches something. Y'all will sit there with y'all inexperienced asses and try to steal from me and any other motherfucker that you thought grew up with a fucking opportunity. When we been living in the fucking projects, cause see, our daddies didn't get there by they fucking self. They grew up in the hood too, ho. So it ain't like we ain't got a whole fucking life to look at to get the shit from. You will sit your project living ass there, and that's the only motherfucking place you to be in. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't never lived outside of that shit, and that shit ain't never got y'all out of your fucking head. That's why y'all be sitting there trying to think to yourself, what the fuck you gonna do? What the fuck gonna look right? I can take any girl from the oil weathers and put them in your place, bitch, and she'll do a better job on any given goddamn day. We don't need you. Don't ever stare somewhere and think that you was gonna be. And they were trying to do the same thing to Angela Simmons, trying to give Angela Simmons my opportunities. I don't have nothing to do with the Simmons at all. So now let's talk about Meghan Markle. I love this girl. She was on Instagram. Her name is ZZ Mills, and she was talking about how some people how Meghan Markle was saying when she was first starting out, nobody mentioned her color because they didn't know she was black. And I'm thinking Rashida goes through the same thing. Because of Rashida's color, they try to treat her like her father is not black, right? And so it's like some people, we just go through the same thing. It's just in a different way. And usually the reason why, think about why y'all doing this, is because you think because we have ideas that we have more money, or because we dress a certain way, or because we know how to get to this type of clothing, we have more money. And that's not the truth. We all work. We all know our craft. And that does not mean that you now take it from me because, oh, my daddy ain't do shit. My daddy a fucking hood rat who got himself away from the hood. So I'm supposed to pay the price every time y'all feel like a price needs to be paid because you knew who my daddy was, because you knew I had a different type of education, because of this, that, and the other. And so I'm looking at that and it's like that's the same thing they do to me too. You get me somewhere and you think, okay, we never talk about this, that, and the other. Here come one of y'all black bitches on y'all project shit. On y'all project shit, on your ghetto ass mentality shit, coming with this fucking racism, and we gotta stop her from doing this, and I'm gonna be her today, and she can't be herself, and all this different shit. So why does her color matter now? Why would Meghan Markle's life matter now? The only reason black matters right now for Meghan Markle is because that bitch thought that he was gonna marry me. She thought we became light-skinned again. That queen actually thought we became light-skinned again. That bitch scared. Do you understand what I'm saying? No, bitch, just my color. My son actually looks mixed, like black and white mixed. My son is just saying he mixed because it's black American and African. That's it. So people actually try to tell him that he wasn't. And he's like, no, I'm mixed. I'm talking about from the beginning, baby. He just got it in his heart. He know who he is and what the fuck he is. And now y'all decided to try to take something from my son. I'm not my fucking mama. And I'm not my daddy either. I'm not going to lay down and let you walk over me. Bitch, I'm going to beat y'all ass. I can't beat your ass no motherfucking more. And I'm going to tell every motherfucker that's exactly what the fuck I want to do until they feel like beating your ass. Ain't no job worth that motherfucking much. I'm talking about a hoe gonna be a hoe. Keep these bitches off my timeline, because like I said, I can feel their feelings, and I know who exactly what the fuck they are. I know exactly where the fuck you came from, and I know exactly where the fuck you ain't finna go. Notice the word fin. I got that from the hood. You understand what I'm saying? Because, bitch, I was right there in East St. Louis living that fucking life all fucking school year. And that's it for that. So, guys, let's go ahead and talk about acts of service. And the bitch ain't said nothing on TikTok yet either. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You the TikTok fucking video hoe. You ain't said nothing on TikTok yet. Okay, so love language, acts of service. The things you do to ease the responsibility and burdens of others. It means a lot when someone goes out of their way to do something, especially when it involves some sort of sacrifice. Um, I am not the person that needs to be with you for this love language, because as you see now, people love to steal and try to covertly act as if they not. How to show love: doing chores around the house, running errands for them, fixing things, helping out with the project, doing tasks without being asked, sacrifices what you want to do to complete one of the above things. I don't think you have to actually make a sacrifice. I think that is the wrong type of language that's used in here. I'm doing this from Liam and Company. You don't have to sacrifice anything, and I see that's what I hate too, because they have put this shit into shit like it's like this is for black people, y'all. This is for women and black people. They let's not say black people, women and minorities. They always put shit in there to make it sound like, because sacrifice is a big word for people. That's a huge word. It's a huge word. If it's not something that you like to do, then you don't have to do it. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to sacrifice anything. If I love my son. I do acts of kindness for him. I mean, I do acts of service for him. I love my students. I do acts of service for them. And it's not a burden for me. It's not something I go out of my way for. So she's saying this because this is probably something that she don't like to do. So you see what I'm saying when I say you have to like really look and comprehend what's in front of you, so you don't take on the emotions and the ideas of somebody else. That is what is happening. Shit has to be thought through. And this word not gonna mean shit to it, because that's probably something she ain't about to do anyway. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know how they write this shit, what they thinking of, but I wouldn't use the word sacrificing. And I'm saying you don't have to stop doing anything that you need to do just because you have an act of service. This is really just being a mother. This is a mother's love. This is a father's love. I read on Tumblr one day where this man, he's like, his daughter is 47 and he's like 60 something, and he still peel her orange. I'm talking about he still actually peels her orange, and he said he'll do it to the day he die. Y'all, I fell in love with the man right there. I ain't never seen him a day in my fucking life. I'm just like, are you kidding me? Because that's exactly how I am. If my son was here, I would set out everything that he need, and I'll do it forever. And he can do it himself. There's nothing wrong with him. He is a very healthy child. He does not have all these issues. Y'all keep trying to push on him like he's stupid or dumb. I know that's what y'all wanted me to feel. Like I would be offended that my son wasn't as educated. And he actually is. So what I'm telling y'all is, it's like again, I'm looking at this, somebody else created it, but I don't agree with everything, because that's when we show love as a mother. That's just what we do. We go and buy the clothes because we love you. You see what I'm saying? I'm squeezing his feet because I want to. So what to avoid? Laziness, broken commitments, making more work for them, wishy washy about time. Yeah, if you're a person that don't want people in your business like that. Because I say I'm private, and when it comes to relationships, I'm very open. I don't care about anything. I care about what I say and what I do with you. But it's not something where I'm just like, okay, I want to keep I want to what to avoid. It's like I'm not trying to what am I? What laziness, broken commitments, more. I'm not trying to actually keep people from getting to know me or being close to me. It's just that I have to actually see how you are in order to see if you could be my friend or whatever. Can I trust you? And so the people that would not be able to do active service are people that are like, no, you don't need to know what I'm doing right now. No, don't call me, don't talk to me, don't text me at this time, don't do this. And it's like it would be an issue because some people are like that and it's not an issue. It's just like, nah, I'm working. So I don't want you to get upset if I don't text back. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what they really mean. And you can come down here because I'd be like, okay, if that's a problem, you come down here and see with me while I'm working. You see what I'm saying? Some people would be like, no, I don't want to see you. Don't talk to me this, that, because they cheating. So it's like that is a difference in a relationship or whatever. And so that's what it is. It's like you have to know that that's a person that does not want to give you that active service. So some acts of service are you can also offer them to help out with a work or school project, hand deliver their favorite food when they're craving, offer to walk their pet, make them a cup of coffee in the morning, help them with some room cleaning. And some of this stuff is just so simple. It's so simple. It's so simple. Organize the bookshelf. Yeah, I'm a Virgo. Carry the bag. Listen, I'm just like getting. This is like Virgo shit. Do they have something that needs repairing? You know what I'm saying? Have it fixed. Quickly respond when they ask for a favor. Clean up their closet. Clean my closet. It's just like what? Y'all, I married a man instantly. If he is this clean, it'd be like, and this is the way that he is. You know what I'm saying? So just because you see that's what a person likes, that doesn't mean you can always be. So I can't be with a nasty ass man I got to clean up, and I would be like feeling like I was being drained. If I'm ever with a man that don't clean up after himself, I feel like nope, it's not gonna work out. And so that's why I was like, why do they tell me to mess with a guy in East St. Louis when this is how East St. Louis men are? They like really organized. They like really keep shit clean. They keep things fixed. You see what I'm saying? It's like everything they are. That's how that. Oh my God, I just love it. So it's like that's what it is. It's like this is a turn on to me. Like oh my gosh. But it's usually because this person, that's their personality. If this a nasty ass man and now he trying to act like he a clean man and he can't keep it up for more than 2 days, then he in there cussing me out of trying to beat me for it, then that means that this person doesn't need to be with me because he doesn't speak my love language. He doesn't naturally speak my love language. You can't force him into doing it. You see what I'm saying? So then you get married or whatever. Some of y'all get married. You know you can't stand what this motherfucker did before you got married, but you want a ring on it. You want everybody to know your pussy was so good that he had to put a ring on it, because that's all it ever be. I got some good pussy. Look, he put a ring on it. That's how y'all get when y'all just marry anybody and anything. And it's like, no, really think about your love language. Does this person naturally do that? I'm sorry if you're a nasty or a filthy man. I don't want to be with you. That's not my love language. It's not a part of my love language, period. But another woman, this might not even cross her mind. Like, she'll do this all by herself and she'll take you because that's not, you see what I'm saying? Because this is her love language to herself. You see what I'm saying? But I can't be in an environment where I have to pick up after a man, or I gotta tell him to get the chicken plate out the room and he washing the fucking chicken with some fucking dishwashing liquid. It'd be like too much fucking shit to teach you, bitch. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. We got to break up because we not on the same level. Me and you not at the same point. And it's not a level, it's a point. Me and you not at the same point. You see, I need you to do that more for me than me do it for you. So that's it right there. So yeah, that's why me and my baby daddy got along. That's why I be like, I ain't going against him. Because if push came to shove, I need a man to start acting like him. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Is y'all can stop acting like me. And so Nia, that's why it's your fault. Now I see that. I see what they did. You see? They'll make a low life bitch just look like the low life bitch that she is. It's not like they gotta change you. You gonna be yourself at all fucking times because you the fucking criminal. At the end of the day, fuck y'all. Don't none of us owe you shit because of who our daddy is. Get your own fucking life and live that motherfucker, just like the project ideas that you guys have. And when I say projects, I mean straight up from the fucking gutter. And even niggas from the gutter got something better to do than you do. Please get the fuck out of my life. It's Shante Brown Sugar Talk under Brown Sugar Talk, telling y'all to fuck off. I don't even do that on this show, but bitch, fuck off. If you can't give a good friendship, a good relationship, leave people the fuck alone. Have a good day.